How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. CyberPunk 2077 is coming out with its Phantom Liberty expansion. It'll be $30. A lot of you guys might be checking out CyberPunk 2077, at least, or checked it out in the last couple of months. A lot of buzz around the game these days. It's a lot better than what it was at launch. Is it what, the hype had alluded it to be pre-2020? Probably not, but it's a pretty decent little RPG, and a major free update will be coming soon, and Phantom Liberty is obviously dropping on September the 26th. We'll talk about both of those as we get some updates. Marvel Spider-Man 2, the console is circulating right now. The console is like $600. It comes with the faceplate, the custom controller, and a digital copy of the game. And it also notes the storage requirement for Spider-Man 2. And spoiler alert, it is pretty massive. And with that, another game that we know its storage requirement, Baldur's Gate 3. If you're going to check out both Spider-Man 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, you probably are going to have it installed for quite a while, given it's a billion hours long with a lot of replayability. Yeah, free up some storage space on your PS5 and pack a lunch, because those two are going to take up a significant amount. But first of all, Cyberpunk 2077 Update 2.0 will be coming sometime in the future. In the near future, it should be added before Phantom Liberty or right around Phantom Liberty, and the official Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter account tweeted out, check out this handy infographic about the main features coming to Cyberpunk 2077 together with the Phantom Liberty expansion and the ones that will be added to the game in the free Update 2.0. So with the 2.0 update, this is going to be a major update, much like PlayStation, when you have these milestone updates of 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, etc. It seems like they're trying to do that with this being Update 2.0. They're trying to roll out a lot of fixes and updates. Redesigned skill trees and perks will be included, revamped cyberware and new capacity systems, vehicle combat and car chases, combat AI improvements, new police system, UI and UX improvements, loot items and crafting changes, and new radio stations, including community radio station Grow FM. Now, all of those updates will be a part of the free Update 2.0, and this is in conjunction with Cyberpunk 2077 receiving a lot of updates in recent memory. I mean, it's been getting updated for quite a while. I think Cyberpunk 2077 hit a competent level when you're talking about when the actual upgrade to PlayStation 5 happened, but it has continually gotten updates, and it's legitimately a fairly decent RPG now. Is it the greatest RPG of all time like a lot of people thought it was going to be in 2020? No, but I remember a lot of people, myself included, give me the old pat on the back. We were talking about after like the third or fourth delay with Cyberpunk 2077, like, bruh, people gotta temper their expectations with this game. And then when it came out, it was a train wreck, and I am the biggest CDPR nut hugger that you're gonna find on planet Earth, and even I was like, bruh, you guys gotta chill with this game. And, I didn't expect it to be as big of a train wreck as it was back in December of 2020. I still thought even then, like, I played the game on PC, so I didn't play the abomination of a PS4 version, but I still thought it was an okay RPG. I don't think it was terrible, but it's gotten a lot better. And when you look at the Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime, that has seemingly revitalized a lot of interest in the game, and that's something that is going to be interesting to see if they do that with other titles, because The Witcher Netflix series and Cyberpunk Edgerunners, both of them have been really effective. Edgerunners is a little bit of a tearjerker, so, keep that in mind if you're going to watch that. It's a fairly short anime. I think it's 8 episodes, but yeah, it's really good, so check that out as well. But a free update to Cyberpunk 2077, and these days, I'm not saying to buy the game for $60, don't get it twisted there, but these days you can find the game for sub $30, and at that price point, I think it's great. I want to say a little over a year ago, we did a video when Best Buy had the game out for $5, literally $5 for whatever reason. That was, I believe, pre PS5 upgrade even coming out. Don't quote me on that, but they had the game for $5, and you guys just came out like bandits buying that $5 copy if you did end up getting that. But even these days, like, if you can find it for $20 to $30, I think it's a decent pickup, and Amazon's got it for $20 all the time. If you get the PS4 copy of the game, it gets a free upgrade to the PS5 version, and I imagine that they will re-release a physical, like, PlayStation 5 copy of the game with Phantom Liberty, maybe sometime in 2024. I would expect that to happen, so yeah, keep in mind with that. And also, Phantom Liberty paid expansion, as far as the notes on that, that's going to include a new area to explore, a new district, Dogtown, a dangerous new district, a brand new storyline and characters, a new quest, gigs, boss fights, and more, vehicle missions and airdrops, endless dynamic events, all new relic skill tree and abilities, 100 plus new items, weapons, cyberware, cars, and fashion, and vehicle missile launchers, and level cap will be increased to 60. Now, this expansion is $30, so kind of a hefty price point when you look at Blood and Wine was $20, Hearts and Stone was $10. Those are the Witcher 3 expansions, so Phantom Liberty, hopefully from a length standpoint, is going to be a satisfying experience, and I think they know that they gotta knock this one out of the park, given that, you know, 2077 was such a train wreck in 2020, and if this does well, this will be the final, like, exclamation point in revitalizing Cyberpunk 2077 as a whole, and keep in mind that Cyberpunk is not an IP that CDPR is going to be going away from. I know that a lot of people are like, yo, just stick to Witcher, stick to Witcher. Guys, look at when the Cyberpunk 2077 reveal trailer came out, then look at when the game came out. That is the minimum amount of time and investment that has been put into crafting Cyberpunk as a world. If you think CDPR as a development studio is gonna, you know, spend all that time into crafting that world, crafting this backstory, crafting this lore and everything like that, I think you'd be sadly mistaken. And if I was them, I would continue trying to develop this IP as they are doing, because there is a lot of potential here. Now, I'm a big Cyberpunk fan, like, you know, the setting is definitely one of my favorites, but even if you just look at what they've crafted here, I think there's a lot of potential in Cyberpunk as a world, as a franchise as well. Just because the first game isn't a slam dunk home run, we've seen a lot of other franchises start off with a first game that wasn't as good, and, you know, 2077 is still a decent RPG. I feel like I've become, you know, as somebody that was back then telling you guys to temper your expectations, now I feel like I'm once again back to being a CDPR nut hugger, but I digress. The game is pretty good. Is it $60 good? No, but you don't have to pay $60 anymore. You can pay $30, and for that price, I think it's pretty darn good. Lastly, a couple things to note. Marvel Spider-Man 2, the console is rolling out, and that console, it's a physical console. Sony gonna be Sony, and they offer you a digital voucher code. Figure that one out, but the code does note that it requires a minimum of 98 gigabytes, so 98 gigabytes for the install size of Spider-Man 2. Sometimes it does vary a little bit, sometimes it'll be a little lower, but you're gonna need, you know, almost 100 gigabytes free, and it will be interesting. It comes with the Digital Deluxe Edition. The Digital Deluxe Edition is just some nonsense, like, costumes that nobody cares about, but it will be interesting if they actually decide to do some sort of DLC for this game. That has kind of been the Sony MO a lot of times with games like this, and Spider-Man 2018 got a piece of DLC as well with City That Never Sleeps. Horizon Forbidden West got Burning Shores. God of War Ragnarok is seemingly getting DLC. We've talked about this before, but it really does seem like Sony has this tiered monetization system when it comes to their first-party big-budget releases, where they'll release the game, then they'll release an expansion, then they'll put it on PlayStation Plus Extra, and then they'll release a PC version as well, and then you essentially get 4 different periods of monetization for the game, and I kind of expect Spider-Man 2 to follow that trend a little bit. Obviously, there's some outliers here and there as far as that plan working, but yeah, there you go with that. Spider-Man 2 out October 20th, $70 game, and the console is floating around online, and yeah, I don't think you can really buy it as far as, you know, at MSRP, but it's not being price gouged that hard. Like, it's a console with the faceplate and the controller. Like, it's only so much you're gonna be able to price gouge that. Lastly, I do also want to know Baldur's Gate 3 out on September the 6th, 108 gigabytes on this one, so, you know, PlayStation storage, man, that SSD that comes out the box, if you're like us and you're buying a lot of these games, you're playing a lot of these games, it is a hefty undertaking, so, you know, that is a little bit of a bummer. The standard edition for the game will be a $70 title, so, you know, take that for what it's worth. But that'll do it for me. Again, Cyberpunk 2077's free update, looking to be a massive one, and the paid expansion in Phantom Liberty coming out in just a couple weeks, September 26th, so excited for that. Spider-Man 2 looking to be 98 gigabytes, and Baldur's Gate 3 will be 108 gigabytes. So, brothers, you got a lot of deleting to do as far as the games on your storage on PlayStation 5. If you got a lot of extra plus extra titles, you know, maybe those gotta go for now, and maybe you're gonna be canceling plus extra anyway, so make sure to get those off your SSD. But that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.